Hello, everybody. All right, so I was meeting with a guy, I was counseling him, and we were talking about friendship. And he was getting hurt and disillusioned by some of the friends he had. He went out on a limb and shared some with some, and it didn't go the way he wanted it to go. It didn't feel good, didn't feel right. He wasn't feeling it was reciprocated. And so this thought and illustration came to mind, and I shared it with him, and I wanted to share it with you and ask you what you thought about it. See these circles on the wall, on this whiteboard here. Well, in the center here is you. And in these surrounding circles are different levels of friendship. And so what I ended up talking to him about was where different people fit in his friendship circles. I asked him, what's the deal? What's wrong? Well, this guy, I brought him in here, but he hasn't been functioning as if he's the friend that I want him to be. Okay, well, what does that mean? What's that inner circle look like for you? What would it look like if you were to fulfill what you're looking for in there? And he walked through some stuff. And so it might be frequency of connecting. It could be shared interests. It could be shared concern. I share this much. He doesn't share back. He doesn't call me, even though I call him to connect and ask if we can hang out. There's different things that each of us are going to think or want out of a friend who's that close. Might be accountability or connection or challenging each other, hopefully, if we're Christians and we're working with what Scripture talks about. We're implementing faith-based conversations, saying, hey, this is what God taught me today, and that kind of thing. And if in the middle here you might see, probably not from there, but you could include your spouse if you're married, so that would be in the same circle, two into one flesh, right? But you could apply it even in that context to, does this couple as friends fit here or here or here? Who do I invest in? Who do I maybe pursue? And we can pray about these things and say, hey, God, where might that person fit in my world or that couple fit in our friendship circle? How much time or effort should we put into pursuing them as friends and so on? Because remember, sometimes we'll have friends, right, who we don't see for years. A year or two maybe, whatever it might be, and you just feel like you connect with them all over again. I have one or two like that, and they're still who I would consider on this inner circle, even though I don't see them necessarily super often. But I consider him, in particular, one person, a very, very close, tight friend, who I would share anything with. And then there's a second circle, and you say, okay, well, this is somebody maybe I don't share a ton with, but we do connect, we hang out, maybe we have conversations, but I don't share all my deep, dark secrets with them. And then on the next circle is an acquaintance, somebody you see occasionally, but you don't share a lot. There's not a lot of depth. A lot of, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. How's your family? You remember things about them. You clearly know their name, that kind of thing. And then on the super outside circle on the surrounding is just people you don't even know, people you might encounter at the gym or at work or on a walk. Maybe you see them at church, so you vaguely recognize them but don't know the name. It could be anybody on that outside circle. But then what you do is you determine, here's what it means to be in this circle for me, here's what it means to be in that one. Does this person belong here? And you got to pray about it, and sometimes God has to show you, hey, no, that person belongs up here. You got them in here, but they shouldn't be there. They're not safe. And then he'll hopefully, as you pray and ask him to, lead you to somebody else who belongs in that inner circle, who will be faithful, caring for your heart, and that kind of thing. So don't get discouraged that they don't fit, because they do fit somewhere. You might have just put them in the wrong circle. Pray through it. Ask God where they fit. Choose to let him put them where they belong. But if you don't define your circles, you're going to be constantly disillusioned. And so take the time to do that, particularly if you're just frustrated all the time with friends who aren't doing what you want them to, wondering if it's really a friendship, being hurt by people that you've shared a lot with, possibly too much with. This is probably why and what's going on. So I hope that's an encouragement. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks.